you just gonna? You know what? I'm not even gonna. I'm never gonna ask you.
On vibrates. We don't need no distractions. Mercury is still
Cool.
retrograde. Shit, you're fucking me up. Okay.
I still don't even know what that means, but we're gonna talk about that after.
Honestly, this is all fucked up. Okay, cool. Let's get into this. Are you nervous?
Slightly.
Why?
Cause I don't
You don't
do
know
this.
Okay.
You know.
Do what though?
The on camera stuff.
Okay. Why not?
Because I'm a very like private person.
Yeah.
And I just don't know. But recently I've been like, even when you hit me up,
yeah,
like I've turned down a bunch of these things before.
Right.
Or like to be a part of like podcasts or whatever.
Right.
And I just been like, nah, you know, that's not me.
Yeah.
But when you hit me, I was like, you know what? I'm uncomfortable, so I'm gonna do it.
Could you fuck with me?
Yes, of course, that too.
But no, I feel you. I'm the same way. Clearly, I'm still struggling with the on-camera stuff as I am not on camera with you.
Yeah.
But I just figured it would be easier to navigate through this behind the camera.
Yeah. Should I be looking at you or should I be looking
look wherever you want? Okay. The people just, I feel like that's a part of it too. I feel like I'm already gonna hear, oh, the quality of this video, or you have shadows and bro,
yeah, it's not about that.
Listen to what's happening. It's just the conversation piece that you need to focus on. So now that I have you here and we got that out the way, please introduce yourself. What is your name?
My name is Naya.
You
Kerr.
Sure? You don't sound too sure.
Yeah.
What do you want me to refer to you as during this? I only call you one name, but I can call you Kerr if you want.
That's what everybody calls me. Everybody calls me by my last name, so that's why the
I
hesitant.
call you Naya though. Okay, I'll call you Kerr.
You knew me long enough.
Okay.
You knew me long enough, but yeah, most people call me Kerr. So.
Well, is it okay if I call you Naya?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, Naya, where you from?
From Brooklyn, New York. East Flatbush, Canarsie, I guess you could say.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
Okay. What was growing up in East New York? Wait, you said East New York?
No.
East Flatbush.
East Flatbush,
East
yeah.
Flatbush, Canarsie. What was that?
What was it like growing up?
Yeah.
I think I had a pretty regular childhood. Growing up in a Caribbean household.
Yeah.
So,
what part of the Caribbean?
My parents are Jamaican. Yeah.
Okay.
Both sides, like, from the country, so they're very, like,
very Jamaican.
yeah, very Jamaican, and they have their, like, strong views and stuff. So,
right.
I guess you could say growing up, I kind of, like, balanced American culture, because, like, I grew up very close to Glenwood Projects.
Right.
So I have friends, you know, that lived there. So it was balancing, you know, my grandmother, like, you can't wear do-rags, no, you can't, you know, no baggy pants and this, that, and third.
Right. No scarves, no nothing, like, yeah.
Exactly. And then balancing that with, like, my friend. I used to have to sneak to go to, you know, chill in a project. They'd be like, no.
Right.
You know,
if your parents knew, it would be over.
Exactly. It was just a negative connotation on that whole, like.
I mean, it's probably still there if your parents are.
For sure.
It's going away, but that doesn't go away fully with the Caribbean parents. Not at all. Do you have siblings?
Yeah. On my mom's side, I have two sisters that I lived with. My dad, of course, Jamaican dude. I have a brother and I have 3 other sisters.
Are you guys close? Are all of you close? Like, what's the relationship like?
So 2 sisters I grew up like with my mom in the same household.
Yeah.
Naturally, we're closer. My other siblings, 2 of them lived in Virginia, and I used to spend summers there. And then, like, when my dad used to come and visit, because he moved after him and my mom split. Yeah. He moved to Virginia.
Okay.
So he had my siblings out there, but
where do you fall in the age? Like, are you oldest?
I'm the oldest.
Oh, you are? Okay, so you like big bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you feel the pressure of that, or is it just like it is what it is?
Lately, yes.
Lately? Why?
Yeah, because well, more as I was growing up, because basically our dad was like the glue.
Yeah.
And as we got older, it was more of like me, like it was more of like me trying to maintain that relationship,
Yeah.
or them coming to me for advice, or you know, just different things, and me feeling like I need to fill that role, being a good example, and also just being, it put a more pressure on me to be a certain type of person.
I'm gonna put this on. Sorry, I should have put this on a little earlier. I just caught that. Give you a little light.
Give me a glow.
Shine you up a little bit.
Right,
proceed.
Cool.
Look at that smile. Okay. Sorry about that. Continue. So yeah, it was some pressure being a big girl.
For sure.
Yeah, I know what that's like. Although I'm not big bro, I was like the first one to go to college, and that pressure was really tough because it's like, oh, you have to be a doctor or a lawyer or this, and if you don't do that, you're worthless. So,
nah, I feel it.
You got your younger siblings looking for you. It's a lot. Are you close with your parents?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Which parent do you feel like you're like more alike, like more similar to in personality?
Definitely my dad.
Why
Definitely my dad.
What is it about you guys that's similar?
It would be easier for me to tell you the differences, like, because I guess I'm just, he gave me good examples of what not to do.
Okay.
So we're super alike, but
you navigate differently.
I know, like, all right, he made that mistake, like having, was it 4 different baby mothers? Like growing up, that's like fire to me. Like, but now
you're like, it's crazy.
And he always used to tell me.
Well, you said I was fire to you, I'm sick, but I understand.
Yeah, because it's like,
oh, you got one of the ladies. Like, that's my dad. He's that man. Like,
exactly. And I wanted to be that.
Oh.
But he will always used to tell me, like, listen, son, like,
you don't want these problems.
Nah, you have to find one, you know, girl. And so definitely have a bunch of similarities, and even like in my family, like they would just be like, yo, you sound like your dad, or you smile like him, or it's just like, I don't know.
But y'all look close though, so even though you guys are so much alike, you're able to have, or do you guys butt heads at all?
We don't. I mean,
it's like a common understanding. Y'all see each other and it's like, recognize real.
So most recently, so he lives in Jamaica now.
Jealous. Okay.
So like I went to, because I didn't see him in like a year.
Yeah.
So I went there for my birthday, actually in August. And we were, all right, so like, remember I was telling you about like baby mothers and stuff like that. So there was things, as I'm growing up, there's things that like I didn't realize, or
you glorified thinking.
Yeah, or like there were just certain decisions that I didn't think about that he made, or things that happened, and now that I'm older, I'm just like, yo, bro, like,
what you want?
So it was. We had those conversations. It was the last time we were together. It was we was butting heads on certain things like that. Like we were just like.
That started happening to me recently with my mom. As a kid, I just looked at my mom. Not that I don't still look at her this way, but I looked at my mom like, yo, she has it so together. Like, she knows. Like, she's so strong.
Right.
And, like, now as an adult, I'm like, bro, you don't know and you're not as strong as I thought you were. You're strong, but not as strong. And it kind of worried me a little bit because I'm like, whoa, hold on. Are you as strong as you think you? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What? So yeah, it's kind of wild seeing like your parents growing up with your parents in a sense, because that's really what happened.
Yeah,
I feel like our parents
sure.
plateau at one age and they just get older physically,
Yeah.
but their minds stay in one place, you know?
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Okay, so do you consider yourself an honest person?
Sometimes too honest.
Okay, why do you think you're too honest?
I just don't like lying. I don't have the time to keep up with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm brutally honest, and sometimes it get me in trouble. Like sometimes I overshare. In that if I care about you, you
right.
know, like I'm the type of person like in my earlier on in the relationship that I'm currently in, like I will volunteer certain information, and it was like suicide almost.
Why were you doing that?
Cause all right, so not to get too deep into it, but like a certain situation is like saying who I used to talk to or something, like being in the same room. Cause how I look at it is I move how I would want to be treated.
Exactly. Okay.
So like us being in a spot and there's somebody that I used to talk to or had any type of relations with, I'm brutally honest to be like, yo, babe, like, shorty over there, blah, blah, blah.
But isn't that how it should be? Like, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, but you don't always get the best results from that.
I get what
because that turns into, that could potentially turn into an attitude. That could turn into why she looking like this. You know,
very true.
And if I didn't say anything, nobody would have known. Nobody would have known. It was just like I volunteered that. Like, damn. You feel me? But
in hindsight, do you regret saying anything?
Nah, because it makes me, it makes me feel good, and it always and I think the reason why I'm brutally honest is because I do realize sometimes there's situations that's gonna look sus. Right? So, but if I show you my character, if I show you who I am, then
you should know better than to think otherwise.
Exactly. Yeah. Like somebody can be like, yo, I saw Kerr doing such and such. People that know me can be like, nah, never. That wasn't him. And there's other people in your life that are like wild cards. Like you
can't be sure.
You be like,
he might have did that.
Damn, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I live my life like that.
Coming from the same kind of standpoint where it comes to being brutally honest, I feel you on that. Like I like to be honest for the sake of, one, I just don't have the time to keep up with what I told you the last time if I lied to you. Two, why I feel like I start to get annoyed that I have to lie to you. I feel like, oh, who are you that I gotta lie to?
Exactly.
I start to feel boxed in, and a lot of that makes me want to be more honest. And sometimes it's not the honest part, it's the brutal part. And you have to look at that and be like, all right, it's about you. Like you're being brutally honest because you don't give a fuck right now. You just want to say what you want to say. And I had to scale back and realize, be nicer with the truth. Because some people can't handle it. Some people really do. I can take it. I feel like if I were in a spot and the guy, I would want that. Like, let me know so I know how to move in this room with somebody that you used to deal with. I don't want to be like, oh, hey, girl, and buddy with this girl, and then find out after the fact, oh, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But everyone's different. So I feel you 100% on that. We're going to talk about relationships since you brought it up, but...
since I brought it up. Now, I feel like this was already planned, but go ahead.
It was, but you took it there, so we're going to get there quicker. How do you feel about love? What do you think about love? Do you believe in love?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How do I feel about it?
Yeah. Is it scary for you? Is it a nice feeling? Are you excited to be in love? Are you in love? That was a lot of questions. Take your time.
Yeah. What you asked me 3 questions, but
are you in love?
Yes.
How do you know?
How do I know? It's a good question. I guess I I don't know. I guess it's something that you just feel,
Yeah.
and it's something you start to when you start to think about the future.
Okay.
With someone, and they become like a part of you. They become like basically is past the like a girlfriend or somebody you're talking to.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a deeper connection.
Yeah, it's almost like family.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. That's what I think.
Okay, so you're not dating, you're in a relationship. How long have you been in this relationship?
I think 6 years.
You think? Why you think? Because it's been too
Because
long.
I'm bad at dates, to be honest.
So it's been a while.
Yes.
6 years.
6 years.
Where'd you meet her?
I was through a mutual friend.
Okay.
Actually, a mutual friend's girlfriend. She, I don't know. They met on Instagram. Like, I don't know how girls do it. Like, oh, you cute, whatever. Let's link. And basically, she told me, she was like, yo, I got a girl for you. Because the funny thing is, because she always used to complain. It was my homeboy's girlfriend. She always used to complain about how picky I was.
Yeah.
So she was like, yo, I think I got a girl for you. But long story short, we like all linked at a restaurant. And it was kind of weird at first because the girl didn't tell her that I was coming.
And they didn't tell you that she was coming?
No. Oh. I knew I was going to go link her, but they were like, I think this was the first time they were meeting too. And then, yeah, so it was kind of like weird. But after that day, we were just like kicking it. And yeah, she was playing like, I don't want to say hard to get, but she was like, and one day, I think we were in like meatpacking at Levain or something, and I had too much to drink, and I just like pressed the I was just like,
I can picture it, but I can't picture it.
Like, bro, like, what are we doing? Like, you
like me?
Yeah, cause she was just like throwing mixed signals, you know, and I'm just like, I don't know what you think, but dudes like, to meet a girl and be like, yo, I'm so happy I met you, like, you my friend, let's chill, let's go to the movies, like, nah, like, obviously I'm
pursuing you.
Yeah. But, so after that day, we were on the same page. And
how did she respond to that? Was she like honest about her feelings? Was she like, okay, I'm glad you took the initiative to press me? Or what was it? Like, how was she?
Yeah, she was just like, that she does like me or whatever, but she just was scared. She didn't know how I felt. So I was just confused. I was just like...
So it was a lack of communication.
Yeah, I was like, you think like I just be in the crib and I just like want to be around you? Like, you're such an awesome friend. Like, what do you... Like, I was like, come on, bro. But, yeah.
What's your favorite part about your relationship?
Favorite part about it?
Yeah, like something you look forward to or you enjoy.
It's something that it's something I love, but I also like. It's being super comfortable, because like I find myself like I'm basically a grandfather now. I don't go out.
Now?
Well, okay, you're right. It is. Yeah,
but not
it's
like
my personality.
Grandpa, like the cool grandpa that be in the cut at all the functions.
Yeah, so I was always like low key and stuff, but it's even worse now. So like we're literally like, we have like a routine, like it's like dinner and we on the couch like watching something, and then it'd be like events and shit that I was supposed to go to or whatever, and it'd be like, nah, I'm not going.
Well,
like I'm chilling, like
what's
I'm
her
comfortable.
Like, is she an outgoing person?
Nah, she'd rather be in the crib too. She'd rather be in the crib too. it works, but then I resentment is too much of a strong word, but it builds up this like, damn, I probably should have went. Like, come on, you got me in a crib like a old dude. Like, come on, bro.
Because both of you love being inside, somebody has to be the person to be like, yo, we gotta get outside.
Exactly.
Okay.
And even though I was like more low key, like I was outside. Yeah. I was outside, especially when I met her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was places, so it was just like, damn, I really turned into this dude that's like going to sleep at like 10:30 and like.
Well, that's why you look so young.
Bro.
Your skin looks great, glowing and things like that. Yeah. How are your personalities? Like, are you guys similar in personality? Are you different? What's the hardest?
We're opposites.
Okay.
In the sense, not in the sense of like, we have a lot of common interests.
Yeah.
So like traveling, like clothes and like stuff like that. But like how we are as people, like she's very structured. She's very on time for everything. Mm-hmm. Me,
you with the wind a little bit.
I still have issues with that, and yeah, I just go with the flow. Nothing's never that serious. Even if it's a time to panic, I'm never like panicking.
Yeah.
Like I'm never like freaking out. I'm more like mellow head, like, yo, it's gonna be alright.
That could be hard for someone that's structured though, because it's like, why you don't say nothing serious?
Yeah. So, but
it could also be really good too, because when she's like high strung, you can calm her down and
exactly. Like it balances out now because I've grown to look at it as we just have to learn from each other. Because if I learn more structure and she learns how to just like chill out, bro, like it would be perfect, you know?
Okay. Do you have any fears in being in a relationship? Like, some people are afraid to commit. Some people are afraid of, some people have trust issues. Some people are afraid of like being vulnerable. Do you have any of those fears? Or had you at any point had those fears?
No. So I'm very careful. I'm very safe. So nothing is 100%, right. But I do my due diligence to
be secure.
Yeah, be secure. Yeah. So yeah, like my friends even make fun of me and like say like what do they say? I'm very like damn, I don't remember the word. But like just being like reserved and like careful. Like I'm not a risk taker.
Yeah.
So like even like with relationships, I don't like necessarily put a time frame on it. But I need at least a year to figure stuff out, figure you out, see you in different settings and see like who you are before I be like, this is my girl.
Okay, I think that's nice. I think that's fair. I think that's fair because sometimes, I don't know if it's a now thing or if it's always been like this, but like sometimes people really don't understand. You really have to get to know who you're dealing with. Like, even on casual levels, like everyone wants to just have sex. Okay, like, have you ever spoken to this person about what you like sexually? Right. Like, have you spoken to them about what they like? Like, y'all just be doing shit and then be like, oh yeah, they suck, so I'm gonna suck too. And then it's just like a constant, it's crazy.
I think we even spoke about that one time, like,
we got into a debate. But I still stand by what I said. That's exactly what I was saying, actually. I was saying to you that I was looking for a companion, and you were like, what? What do you mean a companion?
I don't remember.
You're a queen. You should be looking for a husband.
Nah, I don't remember that conversation.
What do you remember then?
I was talking about like the whole, because I feel like when we meet people, we're not really meeting them. Right. We're meeting. It's like we're meeting like a representative for them, and you know, in that phase, both parties are putting on their best face, and you know, trying to be their best, and oftentimes it's a more exaggerated version of themselves. So the only way you could get to really know who they are and is through time. So I take my time. So by the time I get to that point where I'm like, this is my girlfriend, there's not much more fears after that, because I'm just like, I basically know who this person is, and and like I said before, nothing is 100%, but I did my due diligence to know that, like.
Let me ask you this: is this something that you speak to the other person about, or is it just like you move that way regardless? Like, is this timeline set up?
Nah, I never say that. And it's been difficult for me in the past because girls always get to a point like,
they want it sooner.
What are we? The what are we talk that every guy like dreads. But
women dread it too. Watch out. I've had what are we talks that I was not trying to have either. So.
Yeah, nah, I agree with you. Yeah, but on the outside too, I think it's more common for men though. That's what I was trying to get at. Yeah. So in between that time, it's like, what are we doing? And I'm just like, in my head, I want to tell the person like, yo, I don't know you enough yet. Like, I can't just be out here like.
In that time, though, are you talking to other people?
I mean, it depends. It depends on how early. I don't know. It's not like a time clock starts and then I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna begin my year journey. But it just happens that way so early.
So you just don't rush into connections. You take your time and feel it out, and you just pace it. And over time, it goes from several to maybe 2 to 1. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay, I understand.
Exactly.
Got it. Have you ever been cheated on?
Not that I know of.
Have you ever suspected you were being cheated on?
Yeah, like in high school there was a situation, but that was like early on. And I don't know if it was like cheating, but and this is how I've been just from young, when something changes, I don't like that. Like, that's sus to me. Like, if you do something every day and then this random Wednesday it's a dub. I don't even want to know. It's just like,
So you don't even have a conversation. You just see a change, and you're like,
that was high school though. So high school is like, no. Now I've never dealt with anything like that. Because like I said, like, yeah, I really take my time, and I know like the people that I'm getting into situations with. So. You can't put nothing past anyone, and I don't want to come off as that, because I've gotten into arguments with people that have these mentalities that just look at, girls like in a terrible light, and I'm just like, yo, that's not true. Like, there's good women out here, there's good people out here. Like, don't
tell me about it.
But so I don't want to come off as saying
women are trash.
No. I don't want to come up as saying that I'll put, like,
a label on all women.
No, I don't want to say that nobody's perfect, and like, I don't put anything past this person. Like,
got it. Okay.
I'm not dumb. People make mistakes. People act out of character, whatever. But like I said before, done my due diligence, so I know. So I never encountered anything after that, because I don't know. I was blessed to encounter really good people, really good girls, and yeah, it hasn't been any issues.
Okay. Not would you actually, have you ever cheated on someone?
Yes. Why? Ego.
Okay. What was it?
I think Um. Uh, what was it? I just
like, was it a thing of, oh, I can, so I'm gonna do it, or were you feeling the person? Were you not happy in a relationship? Were you just feeling frisky?
I'm trying to think. It was so long ago. It was,
yeah.
uh, I just think it was. I just think, yeah, I was feeling the person. I don't think there was any issues in the relationship or anything, or
Yeah.
like, cause I always feel like I hear people say things like that, and I feel like at that point, if there's issues in your relationship enough to step out, then you just need to leave that relationship. And I know it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was just young and I was doing like I was like entertaining, and one of the situations I was entertaining just went too far.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I think it's just curiosity, it's just ego, it's I don't know. But I would say after any of those instances, it doesn't feel good.
Right.
Like,
have you gotten caught?
No.
Never.
Nah.
Nice.
Nah, cause.
But you still felt guilty.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. It's just my conscience, just like, and felt guilty, and also just like why did I do that?
Right.
You know, it's like almost like
damn.
It's almost like eating a bad meal. You know, like
you knew it was bad before you ate it.
Yeah, and then you ate it, and then you feel like shit after, and you like, why? Like, why just? That was unnecessary. So, yeah.
What would you say is like a fear of yours, or something you're afraid of in life in general, not in relationships?
Leaving this earth without making an impact.
Okay. Does that like put any pressure on you in any kind of way, or like?
For sure, you find yourself, you know, like looking yourself in the mirror and thinking about where you thought you would be,
yeah,
where you want to be, and like, are you living up to your potential? You know, things like that. You start questioning things like that, and like, can I work harder? And
what can I do better?
Yeah, all of those things. But yeah, it's definitely a fear.
Do you feel like you are able to open up to people? Like, are you emotional?
Yeah, if I'm close to you.
Yeah. For
sure.
If you were going through like something really bad, do you feel like there's like someone that you could turn to and like speak to, or like open up to, or do you shut down?
So I try. I'm a very like. I don't want to say I'm a very strong person, but I get through a lot of things like on my own, and that's not because I don't have the support, but it's just, I don't know, it's just the way I am. And I don't, there's a lot of things that I just don't talk about because, and also I feel like there's no, I'm usually the person that people come to talk. I'm usually the, you know, like, what would Kerr do? Or like, they'll hit me for advice, like,
yeah.
And I feel like people view me in a light where like they just think that I'm always good, so it's hard to
not be good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it depends on the situation, of course. There's definitely people that I can go to and just be like, yo, like, you know, I'm feeling this way or whatever.
Okay. If you ever feel like you can't talk to someone, what's a way, like another way that you relieve stress? Like, how do you decompress?
Play ball.
Okay. You stay
I
active.
play ball. Yeah, I stay active, or I just take a day to myself. So, what helps is so on Saturdays I fast until sundown.
Okay.
And I don't do any work or anything like that. Cause growing up, my dad's a Rasta, so Saturdays is the Sabbath.
Yeah.
So that's something that as I got older, I incorporated into my life.
You got more disciplined about it instead
For
of it
sure.
being a demand. It became your own choice.
Yeah. He's never
not a demand, but like something you grew up in, like.
Yeah, he's never pressured it on me or never like told me you should do this or whatever. It was something like in the past like 2 or 3 years that I started doing, you know, like on my own. And it's because, like I said before, like I'm very like free flowing, just like whatever, I'll figure it out. So I wanted some discipline.
Right.
And I don't like things having control over me. So it was good for me to like give up stuff. So it was on it was two sides of it. It was, well, three sides. It was like health reasons, then it was like discipline, and then I'm not a very religious person, but I'll say I'm spiritual. So it was like you know, talking to my dad and talking to him why he does it. I look at it like, out of all of the blessings that I've gotten, I can give up this to show my respect.
Okay. That's inspiring.
So those days, it allows me to think because
you don't have the other distractions in a sense.
Yeah, like I'm like turned off. Like I'm just like, no, I'm not.
I think that's so healthy to do in a time like this.
Yeah.
Like I started using, I know this is gonna sound so superficial compared to actually practicing in faith, but I started putting like a timer on my phone to like not use certain apps or like just even like a little message to say the screen time thing. And I used to laugh at it because my roommate has one and I'm like, oh, that shit's a joke. And I started using it, I'm like, yo, I need this. Like I need that. Yeah. I need something to tell me to put my phone down and like stop.
Yeah.
And just sit and be okay and like know yourself.
Right.
Get back into, because it's so much. We're consuming so much, and I don't think we realize how much of it is sitting in here. Like I know so much information that has nothing to do with my life, and has nothing to do with how I can go forward. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's so relevant. I think that's dope that you have kind of incorporated that into your adult life. Yeah. Shout out to you. Are you happy right now? Like overall, would you say you're happy?
Yeah. There's definitely things that I need to work on, and it's just that conversation of like where I want to be right now, so I can. Is it? I don't know if that's negating what I said before about being happy, but I'm not content in certain areas in my life. Yeah. So I'm working on that. Yeah. But my overall being, like, I would say that I'm happy. Like,
yeah. I think a lot of it too goes back to you wanting to get to that end result so diligently, and you're so focused and laser focused on it that you kind of miss the steps in between getting to that point. And some of those steps are really good steps that you should like sit in and be like, all right, cool, like right here feels really good.
Enjoying the process.
Exactly, enjoying the process. It's hard because we be on autopilot trying to live, and then it's like, shit, what month is it? What day is it?
Right, exactly.
Life just passes you by. So, yeah. 3 things you like about yourself.
Confidence, my confidence. My heart, like, I I genuinely just want the best for people.
Yeah.
And what's the last thing? Third thing, I guess my creativity. I don't know. It's opened a lot of doors for me, and it's something that's like what I'm passionate about. Just like doing cool stuff, just like creating stuff. So.
Okay. Tell me about something you've done so far in your life that you're really proud of.
It's less about like work related stuff. It's more about like family and stuff. Just like setting a good example for like my brothers and sisters, and I feel like taking these steps to for my future and in my other relationships, just like, you know, like I live with my girlfriend now, and just like building in that way, like even those times where I'm like, you know, I'm like kind of tight that I didn't go out, I also like look at like my apartment and stuff, and I'm like, you know, like
I'm okay.
I'm proud of this. Like,
yeah.
This is dope. This is what I imagined when I was like for myself.
Yeah.
And now I'm here, and it's important to do that because like I could get down on myself on all the things that I don't have, and not realizing that at one point I didn't have these things and I wanted it.
Yeah.
And now that I have it, I'm like,
it's kind of fire that you did that or had that.
Yeah.
That's why I asked that question, because I feel like sometimes people don't realize that you've done so much shit in your life that you've gotten past.
Yeah, for sure.
That like you should be so proud of. So good for you. You mentioned living with your girlfriend. How is that? Have you lived with someone before?
No, this is my first time. And
how is it? Is it her first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool. I enjoy it.
Does she enjoy it?
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
Okay.
It's cool creating a home for yourself.
Yeah.
Like it's it's so much of my home now that I feel weird going back home. Like not that I feel weird, but there's like
you're not inclined as much to go.
Not even inclined, because I definitely go and see my grandmother, but like sleeping over or staying there for like 3 days, I'm like, nah, I need to go back to the crib.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not your home anymore.
Exactly.
It's your home, but it's not your home. Yeah,
exactly.
I know what you mean. I have one more question. Where do you see yourself in a year?
In a year?
Yeah. I think it's nice to try to look forward to that, so.
Yeah.
It's becoming like my last question. Where do you see yourself in a year?
So, currently, I've just been trying to be more open, and a lot of different things have been coming my way, different like projects and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm excited to I feel like it's like a new chapter in my life, and I'm excited to get started on that and just being more open. So I feel like in a year, I will be in a much better place.
Yeah.
With everything, financially, all of that stuff. And yeah, I feel like this is sort of the beginning, because I've been so like reserved in the past. Like I feel like, I don't know, I just feel more free now. I would like take more risk
it's like 30 loading up. That's what that is.
I think that's what it is.
It's 30 loading up. It's cute over here. I'm telling you.
I think that's what it is. I think about that. I think about that a lot, and I think about like, you know, like fuck it, just do it. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel I turned 30 last year, and I feel like before turning 30, I always had this idea that, oh my God, I'm getting old. It's over. Like, this shit.
Yeah.
It's over. Like, I'm 30. Like, I'm a bum. I'm not where I want to be.
Right.
Like, are you crazy? But then I turned 30. And I was like, wait, hold on. It's like an energy. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, I just feel like since then, I just been on my own little beam. Like, I'm just like, I feel really good. There's nothing that I really can't do. I really put my mind to it, I could do it. That's really how I feel. I don't know if that was 30 that did that, but it just so happened these feelings happened at the same time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a good time. I feel like 30 is like, all right, let me put my foot on a few necks. Like, let me do what I got to do. So yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right, real last question this time.
Okay.
A 6-year relationship. I'm not trying to put pressure on you that you haven't had before, but I'm sure people ask you, oh, are you going to get married? Are you going to have kids? What are your thoughts on that?
Definitely marriage and kids is part of the plan. And that's just, like people always say, and that's me, comes from just me being safe, me being like, making calculated moves and like, yo, I'm not, I don't want to make certain moves. And if I feel like I'm not financially ready and all that stuff.
Right.
And from speaking to people, they claim that you're never ready, but I feel like you could be. I think when they say that, they mean mentally.
Absolutely. That's exactly what that
I can be financially ready for all of that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I get to a certain level, then it's all go. It's all go from there.
Right.
It's all go.
And to close this, you get to ask me one question. Only one, so you gotta make it good. And then we're done.
Damn. Okay.
Take your time, no pressure. I can cut this part out or edit it.
What do you regret?
I'm sorry. Say that again. What?
What do you regret?
When? Today? Yesterday? Like, I could give you a laundry list. Sadly, you shouldn't live with regrets, but I have many. What do I regret? Something I talk about or I don't talk about, but I think about a lot. I have this thing, and I think it's a self-sabotaging thing that I do that I've started to realize where like I realize that I'm really good at stuff, and for some reason like I'll procrastinate or I'll like put it off, and then it'll kind of fizzle away, and then time will pass. I'll be like, fuck, why did I stop doing that? It could have been this right now. A prime example of when you knew me, I had a camera in my hand. I was doing this vlog shit, this photography shit for a long time, and then I just stopped because everyone started doing it. And it kind of like took away, so I stopped to rebel against the system, but then I kind of regret stopping because it's something that I love. I still obviously love doing stuff like this, and who knows where it could have been. But on the flip side, I like to believe that everything happens the way it should. And maybe my personality, I had to go through some shit. I had to go through those lessons to say, you know what, you're in your own way, and this is how you need to be moving forward. So, I regret giving up on certain things. And I also regret not giving up on certain things sooner. So that's a really big regret of mine.
Got you. Yeah, no, I asked because I feel like you could learn a lot, not only about a person, but just life stuff. With stuff like that, because I don't remember where I read it or I saw it, but it was just like 10 regrets from, it was like 100, someone that was like 100 years old.
He had 10 regrets?
Yeah.
What were they? Or what was one that was really good?
I don't remember exactly what they were. I think one was him not saying I love you to the people that he loved the most. But most of them were like around just like the things that he didn't do opposed to the things that he did.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
so he wish he did more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, I think that's a part of why I'm in this phase where I'm like, fuck it, just do it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Even now still I'm like, what are you doing this for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, all right, what are you really, like, what are you doing it for? But it's like, how many times have I said that to myself about something that I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why not? Like, why not do it?
Exactly.
Just as much as you can ask why not? Like,
exactly.
Just get it done. And don't try to be, like, beat yourself up about not being at a certain place at a certain time, because shit happens when it's supposed to happen. Not before, not after, so. Thank you,
True.
Naya.
Of course.
Did you have fun?
I did.
Are you feeling more relaxed now?
Yeah, I'm relaxed. Probably shared too much, but it's cool.